Welcome back guys, today we're making a simple yet super nourishing Iraqi stew called Tashreeb. Tashreeb is a bone broth based stew that's traditionally made from chicken or lamb shank. Now the word Tashreeb means saturated because this broth is usually served on top of pieces of bread which soak up all of that delicious stew, and despite its simple ingredient list, it's super flavorful, so healthy for you and rich in collagen. Forget all your chicken soup recipes, let's go learn how to make Iraqi style chicken Tashreeb. Now the first thing you'll need is a whole chicken which I've washed thoroughly. We're also going to need 4 potatoes, 2 tomatoes, 5 shallot onions, salt, pepper, turmeric, and for our secret ingredient we're going to need 5 to 7 dried limes. Start by preparing your veggies. We want to cut the potatoes into medium-sized pieces. Make sure they're washed well as we're going to place them straight into the stew with the skin on. For our shallot onions, we want to peel the skin off as we're going to also place these into our stew whole. Next, cut your chicken into 4 to 6 pieces. The smaller the better as each piece will absorb more flavor that way when cooking. Also, make sure you give it a second good wash after you've segmented your chicken. Then we're going to get our chicken into a pot on high heat. We're going to cover it with water and allow it to come to a first boil. This step is really important to remove any bad smell and impurity. Once it's come to a first boil, set your chicken aside and drain away that liquid. Next, we want to get our clean pot on medium-high heat, and to this I'm adding a good drizzle of olive oil. Once the oil is hot, we're going to start sauteing our ingredients. Add your chicken to the pot and then we want to add our spices. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper, 1 tablespoon of salt, which is always to taste, and you can add in optional spices of half a teaspoon of paprika and half a teaspoon of curry powder. Throw in your potatoes and then your shallots, and then we can saute all of these together. Now once the chicken has browned a little and our spices are activated, we can cover this with 1 liter of boiling water. We're going to poke 2 tomatoes and place this into the pot just to give the stew that delicious soury tomato background flavor. Last, throw in 5 to 7 dried limes. The more the merrier with this stuff, guys. Make sure you poke them with a knife before you add them in, just so they really release their flavors into the stew. We're going to allow this to cook for 1 hour on medium heat and then 30 minutes on a very low heat. Make sure you give your Tashreeb a taste to see that the salt flavors and spices are as you like, and after 1.5 hours it should be ready. Now if you use a pressure cooker, the time would obviously halve. I like my Tashreeb served with rice instead of bread. If you want to learn how to make this rice, check out my bamia video, which also includes the recipe for rice. There you go guys, I hope you enjoyed today's recipe for Iraqi Tashreeb. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more Middle Eastern cooking videos. Alif Afia and happy cooking.